Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back, and welcome to another episode of Fallout 4. In the last episode, we completed the Kitty Kingdom, and we got Oswald to stand down, because I didn't want to fight him. Through our terminals and stuff, we learned that he was not a bad guy, just defending his home. We got him to stand down, and he went to look for his girlfriend. A very nice and fitting ending, I feel, to his story. In today's episode, we are going to talk to Gage and see what he wants us to do next. In the last few episodes, we have gone to each area of the Nuka world and claimed it. We gave it to the operators, and we are going to see what is going to happen next. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's get into this. Okay, let's go find Gage and let's see what he wants us to do. Alright. I don't know why I took the gun out. Okay, oh, I guess we have to, I don't know where we're going because I have no idea where he is. Okay, apparently Gage is outside. And of course
Well,
he's
I'll
right
be
here.
damned.
Alright,
You
let's see
actually
here.
did it.
You're surprised.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Are you crazy?
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Nope. Planned from the beginning.
Sounds like you've had this planned from the beginning.
The ideas crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
Yeah, I want to say forget it because I don't want to, obviously, because I'm the one who built up settlements. So technically, basically, all my hard work would basically be thrown down the toilet.
Forget it, Gage. I'm not taking advice from anyone but you.
Oh, for the love of... After how far we've gotten, do you really think I'd steer you wrong? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, You've got it.
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Who are you? Oh, you're just a random person. Okay, so the grand tour is done. Home sweet home. Okay, so basically, I don't want to attack settlements. I mean, we'll talk to this guy. This is kind of what I meant by the beginning, that it's pretty much, this is literally, being a bad guy DLC. Your choices are to do this, and then essentially start raiding your own people, or basically do the quest open season and basically kill all the raiders. Um, in which obviously I don't want to do that. So we'll probably end up doing open season. To be honest, we'll probably end up killing all the raiders. Um, but I do obviously want to get some things running. I want to get the nuclear cola or the power plant running. We want to do that thing for Sierra first. So we don't really want to make any crazy sudden moves just yet. But yeah, as you guys can tell, yeah, it's basically okay. Now you got everything. Okay, let's go for the Commonwealth now. It's like, no, I don't want to do that, because essentially, literally, the settlements, you're literally sending them, or whatever, like all the settlements in the Commonwealth are the settlements that you build up, right? So basically, you're technically raiding and taking over your own settlements, but instead of it being settlers, it's essentially, raiders, which, obviously we don't want that. So let's just see what this guy has to say. But
Well,
I
look
don't really
who
want
it
to go
is.
along with it.
Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
I think I'm going fifth. I haven't decided yet. His suggestion, my decision. I haven't decided yet.
Whoa there. I haven't decided yet.
Well, then let me help you make up your mind. Because it's a damn good idea. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Don't want to hurt people. Maybe later. What's your role? Yeah, I don't want to hurt people.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead. That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Okay, so let's save this up, because I know there's a couple of settlements that I've cleared out that I obviously haven't added. What do you call it? I haven't added settlers to. So kind of like the Starlight Drive-In. So I wonder if I can send them, like if I can choose where to send them.
Shank.
So you ready to get this show on
So
the
I
road,
just
boss?
saved it really quick, and let's get it
Okay,
started.
let's get...
Music to my... So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Okay, so I would talk them in.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, Next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators, of
The
course.
operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new
You
homestead?
visit the workshops page in your Pip-Boy to see the current state. Okay.
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this?
Oh, you can pick. Really? At least mine isn't it. Settlements involved in quests will be grayed out in Shank's list. Okay, I didn't even get to read that. Okay. I mean, I guess we can do Abernathy Farm. We'll see what happens.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Well, I mean, you don't really have a choice. So, you'll have to reclaim any settlements you target during a job. I guess keep current location, abandon, don't question me, I guess. Okay, don't question.
Don't you ever question me.
Meant no offense. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. Happy hunting, boss.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Abernathy Farm, just for an example, because I mean, they don't really bother with us. They don't, talk to us or do anything. We don't really get any questions or whatever. Like, not questions, but there's nothing that popped up and says, help defend Abernathy Farm. Like, nothing really popped up or anything. So, meanwhile, I don't really want to do this, but for the sake of the channel and the series, I will do it to show you guys. And I guess this will be the only one that we'll do. Because I really don't want to destroy my own settlements. And it's kind of stupid because you're like, oh, that's your settlement. Are you sure you want to do that? And it's like, well, I don't really have a choice.
Hey, you.
Yeah? Can I help you?
I think you should. You in charge?
Are you the one in charge around here?
About as much as anyone. Sure. Now, you want to tell me what it is you want?
Leave now? I think you should leave.
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Look, I'm trying to help you.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna... Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Okay, now what?
Hey.
Land's yours, okay?
Oh. Okay, so now what? Because I've never honestly done this before. Members of your gang will now occupy. Okay, so where do I place the flag? Or, wait, do I build it? Special. But your crews won't tolerate killing all the Nuka World gang members at this or any raider outpost will call it all the gangers. Oh, well, fun. Raider flags. Raider signal flag disciples. Okay. So how do I do this? Oh, I see. Because I said I wanted to do that. Okay. So I guess we'll place this here then. Preston hated that, obviously. This is so bad. Like, I feel bad for doing it. Oh, man. Checking with your crew, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Okay, so this is the only outpost that I'm gonna give them. Because, excuse me. Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Because I don't want to take over, you know, a bunch of settlements, right? That I put time into. The ones that popped up, like the Slog, and a few other ones aren't ones that I've done. But again, I don't like, you know, obviously we're not raiders, we're not bad guys, so you know, so we did that. Oh man, I do feel bad for doing that, but I think like what the hell? That was weird. Whoops. Sometimes weird. I did not mean to shoot the basket. Sometimes the game engine doesn't know how to act when you load into places, so the physics just kind of go haywire and things just kind of fly around or whatever. Anyway, so let's talk to him. Like I said, I'm not going to do another one because, again, I don't want to. For one, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to take over people's homes. You know, as you guys know from my other playthroughs of Vegas and 3, you know, we're not bad guys. But anyways, we'll talk about all that at the end of the episode. Let's talk to Shank.
Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Oh man.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Place called 10 Pines Bluff might be a good choice within striking range, though I'd have to check my... So, where you...
I guess we'll do 10 Pines Bluff because I don't.
Huh. Was that?
Convince the settlers
Yeah,
that I'm playing.
that
Yeah.
one will do. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. Just bring us back something nice.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused at that part. Something about a radio or something? Let's see here. Power a Nuka World radio transmitter at Abernathy Farm. Convince the settlers at 10 Pines Bluff to supply your gang. Okay. Alright, let's go to see all radar outposts have a range of influence. To see your outpost range, move your cursor over it and okay. Only settlements within your how do I see the range? Oh, I see. I see now. Okay. Convince the settlers to supply. Okay, I guess we'll do that. Because I don't remember really doing much with 10 Pines Bluff either, to be honest. As long as, like, I don't want to hurt the slog or anything because the slog, I like them. That's the ghoul settlement that, oh, we're already here. Okay. So let's talk to this guy here.
Hey.
There's something I can do for you?
Ever heard of Nuka World?
You ever heard of Nuka World?
The theme park with all the raiders? Sure. Why?
I'm gonna make you an offer.
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
Work for me now.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now please, get the hell out of here.
Okay. So now he worked for me. Can I make a radio transmitter still add, what's this time? Can I still make one here? I just want to see. Because like I said, I've never done this before. This is literally new to me. So, I mean, I guess I could literally just get some bills, like, I can't even talk properly. I mean, I guess I could get some settlements and literally just do it, you know, for the reason, like, for the, I can't even talk, whatever. Anyways, let's, see, can I build this radio thing that it wants me to build? Our Nuka World transmitter, broadcast radio to surrounding area, intimidates peaceful settlers, required to build amplifiers. Boost still. Oh, this is, yeah, see, this is all new. I've never had this before. Tribute test. Chest. Periodically provides tribute for the boss. Oh, that's pretty sick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck? Who is that? Okay, who are you shooting? Because if that's the Brotherhood, I can't. If that's the Brotherhood, I can't fight back. Which I think is a Brotherhood, so I can't fight back. Okay, so let's just close this up here. Let's take a look at what we can build here.
Tell me when you decide to fight
Okay,
back.
so a tribute chest. We need wasteland. Oh, wasteland warlord is what I need. With the perk that I need apparently. Pick me up station. Periodically produces chems, making outpost happier. Oh, that's pretty cool actually, because I could sell that. Periodically deposits booze in your workshop, makes them happier. Okay, well that's cool. So I mean, I guess there is some sort of what do you call it? Like some perks, I guess, to being a raider.
Make this quick.
So I'm gonna clean all this up again. I can't help them. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Just kill you with the other one.
Okay. Again, as I was trying to say, I cannot aid them if they decide to fight the Brotherhood.
No one's gonna know if you just run.
Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, because these are good for me. Are they gonna wipe out all the fucking raiders? That'd be hilarious. And while my water is broken.
Leave no survivors. Incoming.
Hell yeah. I want to watch this battle, to be honest. Because who's winning here? Brotherhood Knight. Oh, is he dead?
Tango down.
Wait, can they not die?
You're going down.
Don't worry.
Over
This
here.
won't take long.
Make him pay.
Okay. So I guess this is probably going to be ongoing, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna regret this.
Alright, whatever. Let's just get out of here. Okay, so we got a few minutes left. I know that was probably a little boring there, me standing watching and stuff, so, I apologize about that. I guess the raiders are essential, which is kind of weird. I kind of don't like that, to be honest. So there was taking over the town, provisions, and there's one more. I can't remember what the last one was. I do want to start working on powering up the power plant. Alright. And then when I'm done that, I kind of want to do the
Sounds like they're
cappy
gonna tear
stuff.
the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this.
Okay, that's kind of weird. What's
Figure
going on?
this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Ripping to shreds, sarcastic. So these are other raiders, they said. A group of raiders. Well, I mean, if they're info and gang,
What
yeah.
can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
Well, I guess we could tear them up. I mean, because honestly, raiders are raiders. So,
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't be neighbor.
blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's go. Okay. Let's try the Sword of Wonders. I haven't tried this. We got this a while ago from Oswald. So now, if they said, "Oh, the Brotherhood of Steel are coming in," or the Minutemen are coming, I'd be like, "Nah, nah. Let's just talk this out. Talk this out." But it's just raiders, another group of raiders, so I don't really care, to be honest. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I can put like an overboss chest in Sanctuary, so that like, when I go home.
I'm here to give your goddamn idiot leader a piece of my mind. Now where are you? You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live?
I've never even heard of you.
Are you the Nuka World asshole that thought you could waltz your people into my territory? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
I've never even heard of this guy.
Oh, please try.
With pleasure. Kill them all! Get down! Get down! Eat this!
I mean, I guess this sword's not too bad. Nice.
Eat this!
Who are you? Oh, you got power armor. Oh, they're all in power armors, I think. Oh, two guys are in power armors. Never mind. Okay, we do need, definitely need some. There we go. Got a stim pack.
Ain't scared yet.
Nice.
Ain't nothing.
Oh, cool. Fun fact that I forgot to tell you guys also too. If you're fighting someone in power armor, if you get if you get behind them, you can actually shoot the what do you call it? The core, and make the whole suit like explode. I mean, obviously the frame's not gonna explode, but like, you can yeah, kill people that way.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the Nuka world here. I think what we're gonna do, like I said, I think I may, you know, get some. See, that's the problem too. If you get some settlements, then you have to, you know, do the provisions and get. Hey, you're gonna have to. I need stuff from you. Blah blah blah. Also, too, if you guys remember, the Brotherhood of Steel, the Proctor Tegan, the quartermaster armor guy, he pretty much wants the same thing. Hey, you know, we can get some stuff from some settlements, you know, and you're pretty much like, nah, not happening. It's not on the books. He's like, no, not really. So you're like, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay. We obviously have a lot of stuff to sell too. So what I'm going to do, because we don't have too much time left. So I guess what we'll do, we'll just talk to him and see what he has to say.
Heard some rumbles this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
I couldn't handle it.
What? Didn't think I could handle it?
Nothing like that. I'm still just getting used to having an overboss with some stones around here. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities. just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you...
Okay, so I don't really get it. So basic necessities. Let's see here, because again, I've never done this before, so
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs, they're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses, plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there
okay,
anything
so
else?
pretty much the same thing as normal stuff. Okay.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Food?
Tell me more about providing...
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost... If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlements. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it.
Wait, you can actually do that? Huh, I didn't know that.
I think I've got everything I need.
Sure. No better tool to tell you what your outpost needs.
Like, I don't really care.
Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is, if you want to run some jobs to... And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good. So.
Nothing.
Nothing for now.
All right.
Okay, so basically, my understanding is that it's pretty much the same as any regular, what do you call it, settlement? But with the exception for the food portion of it, you basically just have to get more settlements to give them food. So I guess pretty much it's the same. It's not all that different.
I hope I never find out what those are.
Okay, so we have a couple minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, I was going to sit down, but it doesn't look like there's anywhere to sit here, because I don't want to sit in front of that guy, to be honest. So what I'll do is I'll save it up right here. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, this is, like I said, that was all new to me. I've never done that before. So I guess, I mean, obviously it's optional. You don't have to keep doing that. So what I'll do then, is we'll keep Abernathy Farm, or, yeah, I think it's Abernathy Farm, as that group. Raiders there, we'll keep them there. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say about that. I guess it's pretty much the same as any settlement, except it's raiders instead. So I guess in the next episode, what we'll do is try and figure out some more about the power plant, because I do know that you do have to power up the power plant to get power for Nuka World. We still have to find all of the locations for the Cappy thing, which I think I may do some of those outside of the channel because I don't remember how much there is. And that's for Sierra's quest, of course. Because we definitely want to help her in her quest. So if you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed doing it, feel free to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, all that fun kind of stuff. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Fallout 4. Until then, have a good day.